Welcome to the Health Solutions for the Wildlife radio show, a radio show dedicated to empowering all computer users to get a solution to the health problems inherent in today's wildlife. This is the number one health issue for the 21st century. My name is Adetutu Ijoshe. I am talking to you from the Vauxhall area of Union Township in New Jersey, here in the United States. I am a coach, author, consultant, and speaker on health solutions for the wildlife. I help people to understand the wildlife, what goes on in their bodies when they're using computers and all computerized devices such as cell phones, iPads, and so on. You never thought those were computers, right? But they actually are. This radio show is taking place at 6 p.m. today and will take place every Friday evening unless there are programming changes. We will be continuing where we left off last Friday. If you have not been listening to the broadcasts, I urge you to go back and listen to prior episodes after this one so you can fill in the gaps. I would first like to remind us of some foundational facts, which I will keep on repeating each broadcast to help keep us focused, okay? First off, all of us work for a living, either for others or in our businesses. And our intention is to do so to live. We want to improve our standard of living. However, because of the ignorance about the wildlife we are all living, its effects on human health, and the preventative and management measures that must be in place to minimize it, many of us are really working for a living to die, or at best, live damaged lives. Secondly, the adage knowledge is power is perhaps truest in the issue of health solutions for the wildlife. You must, however, first obtain the knowledge to access its power. Thirdly, computers are here to stay. We have so become dependent on them that humans will continue to use computers until our Maker rescues us from what we have unleashed upon ourselves. Fourthly, the computer is a dangerous tool like a knife. And just as we have to learn to use the knife in such a way that when the driver seat all the time, so we must do with the computer. As losing control to the knife is suicide, so is losing control to the computer. The fact that we have globally collectively decided that the best way to build a global economy is by destroying nature and trying to fix it, a feat we have no ability to do, is actually evidence of the fact that we have a global mental problem. Consequently, on these shows, I will be giving the audience an understanding of various aspects of the wildlife and the health consequences, as well as the solutions provided for us in nature by our Maker. Last Friday, I continued the digression from our discussion about simple things we can do during the summer months to build up our resources. And this time, we delved into the subject of the contribution of computer use to depression. Because of all the news we have had over the last few weeks about depression after the death of Robin Williams from suicide. We learned last week that computer use can result in depression resembling symptoms. Consequently, many feel miserable and that no one cares or understands them. In many cases, many sit at their desk all day working, never going out for walks. This situation becomes exacerbated in the winter months, when there are fewer daylight hours. We also learned that people find themselves having panic attacks, rapid heartbeats, and so on, arising from various depletions, feeling tired and overwhelmed, and forever on edge, unable to relax. Looming deadlines and bosses asking for everything to be completed yesterday makes it worse. And this is just a summary of what we learned last week. If you want to know everything that we talked about, please go back to last week's episode and listen to it. Okay? The very biochemicals, nutrients, and minerals that enable us cope with life issues and that keep us calm are depleted and used up during computer use. Oh, that's what we learned. The summary of it. Okay? And with this brief summary of what we learned last week, let's now begin to learn why this is so. Okay? Now, I want us to listen carefully during today's episode because we're going to learn many things and I'm just going to give us a brief summary. Okay, but we need to learn a lot of things, because for many of us this will be maybe the first time that we are learning anything about what we're going to be talking about. The human machine is three-dimensional: body, soul, and spirit. Only one dimension is visible, which is the body, which is actually only a manifestation of the activities, or you might say codes and scripts operating in the other two realms. The spirit is pure light and the realm of life and of our maker. The body is solid darkness, and the reason why we see each other is because we are emitting light out of darkness. And darkness, the body, like I said, is solid darkness and has no life in itself. It receives life from the spirit through the soul. The soul is therefore the pass-through where conversion takes place from spirit to body of flesh. What I said just there is, please, if you find that it's a bit hard, go back and listen to it like 3 or 4 times. Okay? What this means is that the soul is the means by which the coding of our life is passed on to us from the spirit. That is the part responsible for making us breathe and carry out all the activities of life. It in essence operates the physical body based on the coding it receives from the spirit. It is the vehicle through which the spirit operates its flesh in this physical realm. That right there, you may need to listen to it like 5 times. The messages or codes that the soul uses to operate the body are passed through the biochemical light fields we call neurotransmitters. Consequently, depletions in these light fields will have a fundamental effect on the operations of the physical body. Here we will stop again until next week. In these few minutes, we have said so much. It's heavily loaded, and I don't want us to be overwhelmed. So we'll stop right here. Until next week. Think about what you just heard. Come by again next week to hear more. We will temporarily conclude this digression next week. Okay? I cannot overemphasize the need to go back and listen to prayer episodes. Even if you have been around every week, we humans need to hear things many times before they become sufficiently coded into the database of our hearts for us to take action concerning it. To get more understanding of these issues and to learn more, get a hold of my various books. Okay? Starting with Lessons I Learned the Hard Way by Adetutu Joshi. That is the first of the 15 books I have written so far, and I'm on my 16th, which is on mental health. It's a comprehensive book on mental health and how computer use comes into the mental health problem. Okay, lessons I learned the hard way, which is the very first I wrote, is a must-have 300-page guidebook for all computer users. It and the other 14 books I have written are all available at Amazon.com in print and in ebook format for most ebook readers, including Kindle, iPad, Sony, and so on. Also visit my website www.foodsthathealdaily.com. The name is a combination of 4 words. The word foods, F-O-O-D-S, that, T-H-A-T, heal, H-E-A-L, daily, D-A-I-L-Y. That is FOODSTHATHEALDAILY.com, foodsthathealdaily.com. There you can find more information. You can also direct people there as well as purchase my books. There are 2 ways to shop on the website. You can click on Shop on the menu tab, or you can click on the Book Gallery tab. The Shop tab enables you to shop right on the website, while the Book Gallery provides a link for each book with our CreateSpace.com e-store. We're now also on Facebook and have a Facebook store. And now you can actually buy, if you're interested in ebooks, you can buy your Kindle version, the Kindle reader version from foodsthathealdaily.com. You would go to the tab or the menu tab Kindle if you want the ebook. If you want the regular book, then you go to shop or book gallery. Okay. Also visit my blog on that website and leave your comments and sign up for the newsletter. Remember to go through the various articles. I've actually written quite a number of them over time. I have other websites such as www.wiredlifesolutions.com. It is wiredlifesolutions.com is now available. Okay, it's now. Last week I said it was almost available. Now it is available. The only part that is left is the shopping part, which should be concluded by next week. I have other websites that are still in some in the repair mode, some in the development mode, and I would inform us all on this show about each one as they become available. I also have a blog, healthsolutionsforthewildlife.com, and then there's a blog in my name, Aditi Tuitoshe. So these are all the various ways in which I try to provide information to everyone and to let everybody become aware of all the things I talk about on this show, because everyone is affected. Okay, meanwhile, go to www.foodsthathealdaily.com for all your information. Also, you can go to wildlifesolutions.com and you can go to the two blogs. The one is healthsolutionsforthewildlife.com and the other one is the blog that has my name. Come by again next week. If it's Friday, it's 6 p.m. Come by again next week. If it's Friday at 6 p.m., it is time to learn more about the wildlife and how you can protect yourself. Contact me by email at aditutuijoshi@gmail.com. That is my first and last name at gmail.com. ADETUTUIJOSE@gmail.com. Or you can use computerblessings@gmail.com if you prefer. So see you again next week. Meanwhile, share this broadcast with all that you know in every way that you can. Share the YouTube link, share the YouTube video link, let it go viral, and let the media begin to talk about this issue, and let there be a national and global conversation that saves many lives, including yours. Thank you, everybody, and good night.